Doing love letters.
Yeah, we're doing love letters. But first, the GM needs to be bribed by these cupcakes.
Yeah.
These color-coded.
To give me a 10.
Color-coded character matching cupcakes.
You taste phenomenal.
Thanks. I actually haven't had them yet because I was going to have them for dessert last night.
Well,
but then I finished making them at
Excuse me, 10. First rule with all chefs is you taste every step of the way.
I didn't. Oh no, did this spill?
between the cupcakes and the churros,
Wait, what is that?
I might have
ear cleaning.
It's the cleaning solution from Claire's, I know, because I used to have one.
I'm going to have to go running tomorrow, and I don't want to because it's going to be freezing. But
that's why you just tell yourself that there isn't any pain. A lot of girls, it's actually kind of unhealthy, but sometimes at dance, a bunch of us are like we're really sore, or we're dying. We landed on our foot wrong or something. They're just we're gonna keep dancing. We don't feel the pain. It's not real.
No, it's not the pain. I don't mind the pain of the running. It's the cold.
No,
I do not like being cold.
That's what I'm saying. It's just pretend that the cold isn't real. I'm chilly. Guys, don't let your day get cold. I've actually don't worry, I never let anything get cold.
Very nice. Okay. What you got right?
It's okay.
Who's got dice
Truth.
What? I do.
Oh. Fine, steal my
Roll 'em.
thing.
There we go. Hey, look, we started.
Next time we should all roll it at the same time.
That would be cool.
That would be way too loud.
I mean...
Yeah, I had to take the snow layer off because it didn't fit in. That's sad.
It was too bad because I like the snow layer. It was on the other one.
Well, I still have the picture of the one with the snow layer. I just went in and added another thing.
Well, it looks like when it's done snowing and she goes outside.
Yeah.
So.
I should have been more specific with the hair. I can change it. I can change it again. It literally took 5 seconds. Thanks. That drawing took an hour. No, but okay.
No, the snow
all
part,
I had to do
taking the snow in and out.
No, I mean drawing. All I had to do was add another layer. Or I didn't know. I didn't even. That drawing took so long. All I did was I copied or I saved the image, which I was already planning on doing, put it in, and then grabbed the blue color and just put it at the end of the hair. Honestly. Excuse me. Acknowledge my effort. That's what I say to my teachers at school.
So I want to do love letters, but I can't do it until you're done eating your cupcake. So finish your cupcake.
Oh, I haven't even started my cupcake.
Well, you're first, so at least you're on top here.
Wait, do none of you wear a mask?
No,
so wears a mask, remember? Oh, right, yeah. Obviously. Duh. Sorry, I was just looking up.
Palestine
doesn't need a mask because if
she can just take her down.
Yeah.
She can just become a new person.
Yeah, actually, I am wearing a mask technically because
she doesn't look like her creepy alien self.
My real self. Well, my real self isn't creepy.
Wait, Link just
I think there must be a lot of species, a lot of sentient species.
Kissing is fighting like a superhero. So I just turned into a giant creepy spider. They ran away afterwards. I don't know why.
I'm just gonna save these. So you guys are ready? You're about ready?
I'm ready. You can start with me if you'd like.
No, we're gonna start with Casey. Because it's funnier that you have to wolf down the delicious.
Yeah. I'm going to leisurely.
Made by yours.
You want me to take that?
I have to leisurely eat it, or I can't enjoy it. I feel like Paulson's gonna get really good at baking. She totally would. You have to take a baking club or something like that.
There you go.
And then I can bake cookies because that was the first food I ever had on Earth. Remember when we got into secret space and I ate a cookie?
Because you hadn't actually, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Casey.
Before that, I just...
Hey, Casey.
Wait, I have a question for you before you start. Who calls your character Casey and who usually calls you Quinn? Is it do you introduce yourself as Casey?
Charity.
She calls me by my name. I know, but is it oh yeah, my good friends call me Quinn, but then
Vigil calls you Silhouette.
Yeah. Well, but that's because it's Vigil, and Vigil's Vigil. I love how you're angry for me. I'm always angry. Okay, sorry, you can go.
Love letters.
Should I read this?
Yes, you should. Well, I'll tell you when. Don't stop at the dice rolling part.
Okay. Hey there, Casey. It's Saturday.
4 days since the train wreck in Belize. Just after you and the Outcasts got together on Ember's secret cliff thing. Clear your physical injury. Looking back, how'd the rest of the week go? Roll plus mundane. On a 10 plus, all 3. On a 7-9, pick 2.
Okay. You're gonna want your dice.
Roll. Yeah, no.
What's your mundane? Is it a big?
My mundane, I think, is a 0.
Okay, so it's not that big of an oof.
You know. Oh wait, never mind. My mundane is a -1.
Okay.
Oh, so it is an oof.
Trying to figure out what dice I'm using.
Like corner by corner.
I didn't actually check anybody's stats before I just was like, what? I'm testing this.
You pick the best stats to go with the answers, probably. I'm assuming.
And the answers are all personal
I
stuff.
love you. I know.
What?
That's the best scene of all Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I'm glad you
That's
agree.
Valentine's Day card.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find dice that actually match each other.
Good
Why
luck.
does it matter?
Good luck.
Don't say that. You're gonna ruin it.
Please give me a 10. I'm begging.
I'll read
I'll read
the next stuff.
No, 7 to 9s are okay though, right? On these?
Oh.
I rolled a freaking 2.
Oh no.
I'm actually gonna cry.
XP. All right, I'll read the next part. You get XP.
No.
Yeah, you get XP. Roll mundane. On a 10 plus, all 3. On a 7-9, pick 2. On a 6, pick 1. And you know what? Only getting to pick 1 is bad enough. Vigil's debrief on the So here's the things she gets to pick from. Vigil's debrief on the mission did not go horribly. Do not take a condition from her critique and the way she picked apart both your performance and the teammates you selected. That's option 1.
Excuse me?
You did not chicken out when you asked Jack on the double date with Ember and Riptide. He knows it's a date and seemed into it for Jack. If you don't pick this, he's still doing it, but what it is unclear to both you and him. Take -1 to any mundane roll while on the date.
I have to pick that.
You can.
No, the next one is worse.
Wait.
All right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I pulled it out. How did I manage to pull it out?
I thought that was
And
me.
last
I was
option,
like,
Maria does not feel totally ignored since she started going to Phoenix Academy. She's totally jazzed about hearing about recent events. Clear condition. If you don't pick this, Maria is either along on the Sunday group thing as a sarcastic buzzkill, or you take guilty for not inviting her.
Just take the guilty. We have to shape your relationship. Come on, Kat.
I the boyfriend one.
Just take guilty. You can make it up later.
You want to do stuff with Maria this session.
You can apologize this session.
No, Jack is still coming along on the thing.
I know, but it needs to be real, okay? For me.
For you?
Yes.
I think...
I'm putting these dice away. These dice have not given me a single solid roll.
For me as a player. The dice you had last time were actually really good.
I should have. Okay, I'm rolling that one to see if I made a horrible...
Do you need to think about what you're going to pick?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you do. I think you should pick the one I told you to.
I think
I still want to roll the
I think you should go with Maria, personally. Because Jack's going to happen no matter what. And you're fine with Vigil being upset with you.
Yeah.
Can I tell you about a can I tell you about a game tweak thing?
Chico.
Or kind of
So if I pick, here's the thing with the picking Jack.
It's pretty echoey in here on the mic, so we gotta.
I get 2 conditions because.
No. So
I get 1 from Vigil, and I would take guilty because.
Yeah. So here's the fun thing, though. If you pick Maria will remove the condition that Vigil gives you.
Yeah, but then
But then you've got a downside on your mundane roll with Jack, but you got a whole team that can help you on rolls.
But he doesn't know it's a date.
He's not sure what it is, because you start to ask him, and he's like, so it's just like a group thing. It's just that we're all gonna go out, and he's like, okay. So he's like, he doesn't,
Okay, you know what? Go with Maria. And what I'll do is I'll get you guys on The Bachelor, and I'll make it happen, okay?
Ember?
Yeah? Do you need me to sign you up for The Bachelor?
Okay. Okay, so what are you doing?
I think I'm gonna pick the Maria thing. Because
All right.
she's gonna cancel out the condition for Vigil.
So Vigil's...
And I can fix Jack.
Oh, yeah.
I can fix it.
Vigil,
I can fix him.
Think of Jack as a long-term project. Vigil's debrief. So here's what we got. Vigil's debrief on the mission went horribly. You take a condition from her critique and the way she picked apart both your performance and the teammates you've selected. Yeah.
Excuse me? Me of all people?
2 words for you. International incident. You did not... Okay, you did chicken out when you asked Jack on a double date with Ember and Riptide. He doesn't know it's a date. He's kind of unclear. And take -1 on any mundane roll while on the date. Mundane rolls, though. You can totally provoke him into kissing you. Like, just
That means
order
I
it.
have a -2 on all of my mundane rolls. This was a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Maria...
I'm just gonna write -2 on
No,
my
just
mundane rolls.
just -1. Going for it. Maria does not feel totally ignored since you started going for things together. She's totally jazzed about hearing about recent events. You can clear a condition, which is just negating the one that Vigil... Do you have another condition besides the one that Vigil was gonna give you? You really need to finish transferring
How
other
do I
sheets.
have no conditions?
Yeah, well, somebody started the session really early, so... Yeah, I have insecure right now.
Wait, don't we have a team?
Keep-
We add team to the pool. Right?
Yeah, you get...
So I'm just gonna keep insecure because I'm not adding any conditions because of the Maria thing.
Currently, you have... How many teams do you have? Let me look. Currently, you have 2 teams. You got 2 teams.
Everything cancels itself out except for 3.
Yeah, no. Honestly, just provoke him into kissing you, and then it'll be
No,
so
that's
sweet.
bad. Provoke is like shaming him into it. That's not a good interaction. All right, so Vigil's
Unhealthy
thing is super fun.
relationships.
All right. Are you ready? Are you good?
Oh, your computer.
Oh, I forgot to end it.
Shoot.
Loves and kisses, editorial.
Love and kisses. Editorial. Yeah, I gotta remember to move this thing occasionally.
I'll do it. I'll just be like, and then whack it.
Don't whack.
I realized that I
Jamie.
have 5 protege moves. 4 protege
That didn't
moves,
work.
and then
Never
I
mind.
can get
We're
so
gonna go
Okay.
down.
I'm trying. I was like, wait, how are you doing that? Okay, hold on. I need to do a funny thing. Hey, Jamie.
All right.
Okay.
Dear Ember.
Dear Ember, it's Saturday, just after you showed everyone the clip. Let's look back on the last 4 days. Roll plus superior.
On a 10 plus, pick 2. On the 7-9, pick 1.
What's your superior?
It is 0. Just a flat roll.
9.
7.
7. All right, your options are 7-9, pick 1. Your options are somehow, inexplicably, the Belize mission did not get the outcast called in for an informal chat with Oversight.
Ooh.
Aegis has been in meetings with Headmaster Hellbinder every day since the Belize thing. You're pretty sure it's about the outcast. Well, you, really. Tell us how you found out something about those conversations, and either ask Aegis a question from the Pierce the Mask move, or ask Aegis 2 questions, but Hellbinder calls you into his office for a talk. Or, third option, someone came to your rescue with your mom. She's been asking a lot of questions about what you've been up to at school, the kids you're hanging out with, the classes, the note she got about after-school detention, and she does not like secrets. Who was it that helped? And what did they want in exchange?
I'm sorry, guys. I was going to do the thing for the team, but I just can't. I have to
Do the mom. Do the
I have
mom.
to do the mom one.
Save yourself.
Or I'm gonna be dead.
Well, I mean,
This is saving you. You won't be dead.
I didn't
because you're
even
doing
consider.
here's the thing. The drama with the mom either becomes something that you handle off screen by selecting the thing, or it's something that you're going to have to handle on screen. So it's 6 of one, half dozen the other to a certain extent, and you just have to figure out who's helping you by sort of runs of play. So you can make that sort of an auto thing or whatever. But yeah, it's not an easy discussion because she's not going to be that scene. If it doesn't happen off screen, is going to happen before the date happens for sure. Because the whole wait, you're going who now with what now, and who's chaperoning this shindig? And
What's going on?
Oh no.
oh no,
Wait, here, let me take you to the right.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to go with the first one.
Wait, you're not doing the mom?
No, I just...
Are you sure?
Hold on. Okay, I need to think about this.
We're going to go to Palestine. All right. Here we go.
Fix yourself.
Okay.
All right. Wait. Good.
Oh, I like this already, and I've read the beginning.
Dearest Princess. Anyway.
Dearest Princess, it has been a very unsettling week. The events in Belize opened up whole new aspects of your abilities that you never considered and may not exactly like. Roll plus freak.
On the 10 plus, you get both. On the 7 to 9, pick one.
Oh, my freak is +2.
Really? How?
It's because my danger and superior are
You're
at
not
-1.
allowed to be good at everything. This
Wow. So I didn't realize your freak was good.
isn't fair. I had to roll a -1.
Oh my god!
You
nailed
didn't
it.
even need it.
All right, your two choices that you get to pick from, and you still have a choice to make in here. So the first thing you get is you visited the palace guard Joe Wren at the Aegis headquarters several times while he recovers. It's been hard to shut your telepathic senses off. You can pick one. Tell us, or ask the GM, something good or useful that you learned about Aegis and something bad or disturbing that you learned about Joren, or tell us something good or useful you learned about Joren and something bad or disturbing you learned about Aegis. So you get to pick there.
Dearest
What-
princess.
Dearest Princess.
Oh, dearest princess.
Yes.
I know what I'm going to do.
And the second option, this one you have to do a little bit of thinking about too. Your ship, Demir and Lagaya, have developed a cool symbiotic connection to the security and training bots in the base during all the time that they're down there on their own.
Oops.
Tell us something the base can now do that it definitely could not do before. And what about this new thing unsettles you, despite the fact that it's pretty useful? So, yeah.
Oops.
It can...
Oh, at the end it says hugs editorial.
Hugs! Editorial. Anyway, so there you go.
Okay, I know what I'm going to do.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You don't look sure.
No, I'm 100% positive.
What are you going to do?
So I'm going to do... Someone came to your rescue with your mom. And it's going to be my brother.
Okay.
And he is going to want me
That is a really good choice.
to... not necessarily take him on a mission,
Ooh.
but...
Dude, you're so good at
He
it.
wants to
get your
he wants
brother
to-
killed.
like on a patrol.
He wants to do, like, something, and he wants to, like, meet my friends with their powers and, like, see my power, like, because
Ooh.
I haven't shown him. I just told him.
So is he like
Stucky.
how old is he? He's a senior?
Yeah.
There's a point at which it's not cool to like go and do a social thing with younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a breaking point where you're cool enough that it doesn't matter that you're with younger kids because you're like above it.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if he like comes along on this thing.
Well, because... Oh, on the date?
Yeah, as like the group thing, you know. And he's like, "Mom, chill out. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna bring Monica, whatever.
Ooh.
I'm gonna bring Monica. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. I'll keep him out of trouble."
I would think so, because it's like they're almost going into college, you know, and at
Yeah.
the point in college, no one cares.
Yeah,
So, like...
yeah, and you're not going to the same high school, so
Yeah.
no, I was like, I wouldn't be seen dead with you if you were still going to my school, but now it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're just a bunch of Phoenix Academy nerds, so like whatever.
Thanks.
Okay, so we've got some stuff then during the week that
Can you
happened.
tell her how you originally did that?
No, because I don't remember, honestly. I've revised these love letters so many times. Palacine.
They ended up great.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think I want to do the something good or useful about Joe Wren and something bad or disturbing about Aegis.
Okay.
Yes, good pick.
Something good about Joe Wren.
Wait, one question.
Mm-hmm.
Is the menagerie in our...
Mm-mm.
Okay. Just
You've
kidding.
asked that so
mean,
many times.
even-
Well, because I was just like, I thought it was a no, but then the comics, and then I was like, okay, is it? Or was
he's
that
just
just
having
like a, you know,
I
that's
don't,
what I thought.
I don't think so. Well, here's the thing: is that the first thing that when I said something about this, like they were just. I think she's just angling for a crossover, and he goes like, and Harry's player immediately goes, like you can't have a crossover even if they are in different dimensions. Like that's just a day trip for us. I mean, come on. So yeah.
Future, like
yeah. Well, I mean, they could be. They could be a rival school kind of a thing, so they might still be in the city, but they're not in Phoenix Academy for sure.
Yeah, no, I just meant like because it's like
I haven't really decided yet because honestly, there's so much crap going on that I don't.
Like, could I see them or like be like, oh yeah, or actually hear about them from like her and like, oh yeah, this person's really cool. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when my mom threw popcorn at their face and screamed at them. Like, you know.
That seems in character. Sure.
Almost.
Okay, so something positive and good about Joe Wren. And he's been mostly... Well, okay. He's still dealing with a lot of the amnesia stuff. Including the stuff that you and I talked about.
Send you on a really important mission.
I'm for that stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah, I've got a thing. I got a thing for you on that one.
It's so awesome.
Okay, but you've got that kind of percolating in the back of your head. But one bright spot in that is that you still haven't been able to pick up out of his head what the mission or message was, but you get everything up to that. And he's been struggling with it too because he's trying to remember. But he very distinctly was. The point where the message was given to them, like the part that he can't quite remember, but right leading up to that, he was standing right in front of your mom and dad. They were giving it to him. So the message is from them, and they were sending him. And that's significant for a number of different reasons because of the way that they worded it and stuff. Implies some things that, again, going back to the stuff that you talked about to me, that applies some stuff that you're like, yeah. But then there's also the other stuff. Disturbing stuff about Aegis. They are hiding it very well, but they are flat out terrified of you. When you come in, I mean you guys.
That's my girl.
You specifically, but the group in general, there is not one bright spot for them as far as this goes. I mean, they are like when you walk in the front door, the guy's like got his hand up underneath the table at like the activate the autocannons button, and his hands are shaking from the adrenaline kick. Like they're scared of everything that they know about Belize, and they only know about a third of what happened in Belize. So it is not good that he's here because they're scared of him. They're scared of what message he might be bringing. They're scared that he might attract attention to this planet. They're scared of whatever the hell you did to get out of there. They're scared of whatever Ember did that like showed up on thermal imaging for various weather satellites.
See it? They just saw thermal imaging stuff.
You showed up on weather satellites. Like there was a marked updraft. Cloud formations moved away from that area of the country. There was also the
really cold thing. So it was like really cold, then really hot.
Yes, there was a lot of bad things that happened in that area. And
so it wasn't just me, okay?
Also, major historical site in Belize is now...
a train wreck?
Hey, I can see why people might be worried.
They're a little upset. They are... So that's not the good thing. I mean, Aegis is... Parker is still... seems to be fine. She's very, very hard for you to read. But the entire Aegis place is like basically on high alert. Like tense, quiet, all alarms silent, red alert every time that you're in the building.
That's how I like it.
Stop it.
So what cool thing that is kind of freaking you out at the same time can the did Lagaya and Demir like start doing? So you've got like, did you watch any of the Three Below? Okay. So they have like blank robots in there that are basically like their heads are cylinders, their chests are cylinders, arms are, and they can be used like sort of like practice dummies that are like,
oh yeah, that was in the episode though.
Yeah. So basic, like your basic kind of practice dummy kind of thing. So there's a couple of those kind of things around, silhouette practices against them and stuff like that. And they've either interacted with them or with like the systems and stuff in the base.
Well,
or
I
something.
Was thinking
so
it like reads your emotion, your mind, but then it just says it. So that's what worries me, because it just says your emotion.
Sad.
Like
it doesn't have a
sometimes
filter.
it won't say.
So
anything.
the bot does.
Yeah.
Like while it's fighting you, it's like
once
pat,
in a while.
pat, pat, angry, pat, pat,
Well,
pat,
does
insecure,
it change its like fighting pattern based on because it knows you're like.
Oh, so it's like the bot's starting to like read people.
Yeah, so that's like
Ooh,
the
that's
really
scary.
cool part. But then it's also scary because
It's like
knows everything that you're feeling.
Oh.
you know everything that we're
It
feeling.
doesn't say your emotion every single second, but half the time it will just be like,
And it's
you're
that-
upset.
If it
That's
was
the
saying
other-
my emotion every
that's the
single
other-
second, it would have
That's
a
the
lot
other
of
problem
work.
is that it's unreliable. You don't know when it's going to
Yeah.
do it, which is not great. I like it. I like it a lot. And you're going with brother thing, which means you're not keeping Oversight off everybody's back.
Nope, I'm not.
And which one did you go with?
Maria.
So, Maria. So Jack's confused, but
So
coming.
Jack's confused but coming.
I'll just slap him and be like, you know
and
it's a
Vigil's
date.
thing was, and Vigil's thing was a train.
You know it. I know it. We all know it. Vigil's
So,
was a train
and
wreck.
what I was explaining to Syl is that the whole thing with her picking up a condition from Vigil's thing isn't like a take a powerful blow thing.
Yeah.
It was her once again trying to shift her superior up, except Syl's superior can't go up. When somebody tries to shift your label and it's already maxed up or maxed down, you take a condition instead. And that's just her going, you gotta be a better planner. I planned everything. It was still a complete train
I
wreck.
planned everything, but she didn't listen.
I planned everything. That's not the problem.
My best friend, one of my best friends is a nuclear bomb. How do you plan for that?
The other one is a freaking brainwasher.
I need to look for...
What do you mean that, Palestine? You know it. Moving on.
I need images.
The humming last time really bothered me when I listened to it back, and I need to remember not to hum.
and the ASMR.
I don't even know if the ASMR got on the recording.
Oopsie.
Yeah, I don't know.
Stop! We don't need it again!
That was so bad.
I don't know if I like
This
this
is so
drawing.
good,
The
but
more
I'm
I do
just
it, the
such a
more I
slow
don't like
eater.
it.
I liked it.
Let me
I
see.
don't
Turn
like
it around.
No. Sorry, I just erased her entire face.
No, I don't need that. No.
Wait,
I'm looking for a couple of...
did we ever establish where are we going for the date?
Movies.
Ice cream.
I
you
hate
guys,
movie
you guys
dates
can deal with that stuff.
when it's like a first date.
Dates are so stupid because all you do is sit there.
That's
trying
because
to talk.
I actually go to movie dates.
That's because
like,
everybody does
all
it in the
time.
wrong order. It's movie then dinner.
That's what I did on Valentine's Day.
Because then, if you don't have anything else to talk about, you can at least talk about the movie that you just went to.
Mhm.
Smart.
We do it. And we do that all the time, and we're like, "Oh my god, I can't wait for Infinity War." So
It's not a good
I
sign. It means you have nothing in common to talk about.
well, but we already know like everything about each other.
There's always
Yeah,
more
they've
to
been
learn.
dating since like kindergarten.
That's sad.
Ow, that really hurt.
Yeah.
I did,
Seriously,
and
did
it
you
hurt
say
a
that?
lot.
Karma.
I regret that. Oh my god. Do you
That
guys
is
know
actual
Kaya?
Karma. Yeah.
No.
She was like,
She
what if
hates
you
me.
broke your... I don't think she does. She doesn't. She, like, literally cannot hate anyone.
She probably doesn't even know who I am, if I had to guess.
Probably not.
I don't know who she is. So she
Um,
probably
she
doesn't
was
know who
like-
I am.
So she probably doesn't matter, is what I was expecting to say.
She's like, could someone break their arm if they dabbed hard enough? Just in the middle
Somebody
of social
could break
studies
their arm
class.
if they do anything hard enough.
Yeah.
I was like, why do these thoughts go through your head?
Oh, that's
Sounds
perfect.
like a great person.
She gets super distracted so easily.
Okay.
Sounds like someone else I know.
I mean...
Wait, it's falling apart. This isn't...
What are you doing?
I was trying to get it off the paper, but I struggle. Well, because I have to eat around the frosting. I literally can't, or I'll, like, throw up.
I can't. Actually, your ratio to frosting to cake was really good.
No, mine's...
The only problem is they kind of sunk in a bit, so there's a bunch of frosting in the middle.
The only ratio I can have is, like, literally the thinnest layer. Like, just, like, one spread. That's it. Or I don't know. I really don't like super sweet things. But chocolate's good.
How are you already tired?
Because I had a boot sale for cookies.
All right.
You're not allowed to be tired, so suck it up. Suck it up, Buttercup. That's totally a line that still says...
Are you kidding? You were the one who, like, woke up the latest this morning. Like...
Yeah. You woke up...
You don't have anything.
At 7:30.
Alright.
Early.
I woke up at 6. Told myself you have to sleep or you're gonna
I should have grabbed some...
I went to bed at 10:30. That's so late.
I went to bed at 11.
I go to bed between 9:30 and 10.
Alright, we're gonna delete this and we're gonna see how bad it looks.
It's so cute.
Oh.
I like
I
it.
should have grabbed some of these before,
It's a
but
windows.
I did not
Windows is
because I
not-
wasn't sure if I was
don't
going to
that nose,
need
and this eye is bad.
Oversight, guys.
We're gonna
No.
fix this.
So
My nose will look
now I
I
have...
was
now
actually pretty close to picking it, but then I thought of the brother thing, and I was like, that'd be so cool.
yeah, having the brother help
The
you
way
out.
that Dad originally
Like-
set it up was kind of funny because
I don't remember
that
actually.
option that was like anybody. It was originally just set up to be like just your brother. Like your brother helped you with your mom. What did he ask for in return?
No,
Yeah,
like,
but-
I think it'd be so cool. Like, yeah, I want to go on a mission. I'm gonna get, like, throwing stars or something.
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
really throwing stars? You're gonna be dead.
No, see,
Higher
so
powers.
the date is better because
Yeah.
then he's not, dying.
In any actual danger.
Well, I didn't
So
say
is-
that.
Yeah, you are. You're screwed.
Let me see. We need...
I have the Hamilton song stuck in my head.
Trying.
Whoa, what's happening?
I'm loading up a
Someone's-
dude.
That's a hunky dude.
I am trying really hard to fix this.
Oh, who is that?
That is...
Is that Monica? My brother's date?
No, that's
That's your brother.
we're not anywhere near the date yet.
Yeah, I know. Hey, why is he covering me up? I'm the real star.
I got to get some other people. in
As
here.
long as he doesn't cover Palestine, everything's good.
Everybody knows Palestine is the real star here. I'm trying to copy
Wait, do
this
I
eye
still
and it's
have the
not working.
picture
Is
of
there
my
a way
brother
I
that
can-
I got?
There's probably...
There's gotta be a way for me to
Copy and then
Let's
flip
see,
it.
that guy.
Except then she would be cross-eyed. Don't flip it. Actually,
I just
you
need
can
to get the
color it
line
in.
shape for it. I'll copy it.
That
See
guy.
how it goes. The problem is I have to do it the other way.
And
I got this.
Oh, we've seen that guy before. I don't know who he is. but
yeah,
we've seen
you
him.
have.
Ah.
All right, that'll get some people. That'll get
Oh.
some of the people I need.
Oh.
I was high-fiving you.
Yeah, I was trying to high five you too, but I misjudged where your foot was, and I kicked your knee.
What is that guy in all black? Creeping me out.
That's Vigil.
Oh!
Who's that guy?
Yeah.
I can't see it. The light is glaring on it in a weird way from this spot.
Does Hellbinder have really pretty lashes? Because that's what it looks like.
Oh, he's
Lips!
he's amazing looking.
I sent you the fixed. That's
Not
not.
the lips!
That is the fixed version. He's still disturbing.
They blend into the mustache.
Yep.
So weird.
At least they're not the bright pancake they
tried
were.
so
Whoa,
hard.
whoa. Easy there, big shooter. All right.
I thought he was talking to me for a second. I was like, I did try.
All right, we'll get him in here. Move patrol over a notch.
Why are we putting so many people in here?
Because these are the people that are in
Oversight?
in the room when
Why does Vigil have to be there?
go visit. We'll drag you and let's get you over to where
Looks good.
it should be this picture.
I like it.
I
Yeah,
remember
welcome.
that was from the first session.
Welcome to Oversight, the big round building down there, the big O.
That looks very well photoshopped and not at all
No,
fake.
I'm just giving you a general idea where it is. I'm not even trying to Photoshop that kind of crap in. It's ridiculous, but it would be facing the other way and stuff anyway. But that is where you guys get called in, and people are waiting for you.
Uh-oh.
So
I'm gonna have a panic attack.
we've got now. This guy's like in your traditional sort of spandex superhero bodysuit. It's the whole 9 yards. It's
Underoos.
and he's and I'm gonna color it in or have somebody color it in. I just don't have time. But it's basically like right up to the neck kind of thing. It's a full blown thing. It's all in blue.
It's very classic.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, all American
Is it
boy.
Chad's dad?
His name is his superhero identity, and he's got a mask on too, but I'm not worried about that for right now. His superhero identity is Blue Brahma.
Very creative. Good job.
Big dude.
Would it be
Nominally-
weird if I asked for a bear hug from him?
Nominally, sort of the leader of the group of Oversight at this point in time.
That's dumb. Vigil should be, because she's...
Vigil
She
and
would
him.
agree with you.
Vigil and him argue. Actually, if you guys remember, she was
she's
on the
one
phone.
who was on
Yeah,
the
that's
phone.
who, yep.
Yeah, she was the one yelling.
remember
She was
that.
the one he was yelling, or she was yelling at. He was the one she was yelling at. Yeah. Let's send that back. Anyway. Patrol. Another. I guess both of these guys sort of paladin types. You know. These are the law and order. Like, this is the way
Step back, citizens.
things need to be done. This is the way we're going to do it right. Kind of dudes.
That's
That's not great news for you guys, because these are the guys who are the ones who,
run everything.
yeah, and they're the people on the team that are most well known for being like, this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to do it right. We're going to do it by the rules. We're going to do it by the law.
No
Blah, blah.
fun.
And Vigil's here. She has definitely not got that reputation, but at the same time, she's that's not much of a comfort for you, Ember, because you've already been dressed down by her once.
Ember?
Sorry, God, I do that every time. So you've already been down by her once, and you also know that she doesn't have a lot of pull on the team, unless it's a tactical thing. The fact that Hellbinder is here, and he's not sitting at the table by any stretch of the imagination, he's actually in the waiting room of the conference room.
That's how
Wait,
you know
but
it's bad.
hold on.
He's like waiting in the lobby.
Because I didn't pick this, Hellbinder doesn't call me into his office.
No, that doesn't happen. This is a whole different thing. No, he's waiting out in the thing, and he gets called in the same time that you guys do.
Okay.
So you guys are. It starts out with you guys now. And Hellbinder ends up basically standing with you three, a bit off to the side, but still at the same level. He's not like one of the adults in the room who are sitting at the table looking at you guys. These two guys are kind of in the middle of kind of a horseshoe shaped or a U-shaped table. The two guys are at the head of the table, and then Vigil's down at the sort of like at the end of one U.
Gotta be a dude.
What?
Don't mind me. Just
Gotta be a dude.
Just trying to pretend to be funny.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We'll keep this brief. We've got places to be, and no one likes to spend too much of their weekend on business. Very brief smile.
Cat, your face.
We have been...
He's smiling, that's the worst part.
I don't have to tell your headmaster how much difficulty that Oversight, as well as Aegis, has had in the last few days mollifying a justifiably upset Belize government.
Yeah.
We have had calls from all of the Central American countries to withdraw any members, any super heroic licensed members that are part of American teams back. We've had members of...
what have we done?
We've had...
What have we done?
Sorry.
Phoenix,
What have you done?
Phoenix Academy has itself had several students been threatened with... or threatened the school with withdrawing and heading back to their original countries of origin, not all of those Central American.
I should have just let my mom.
This was... now, the only saving grace in this entire thing is that it was sanctioned by Aegis, and therefore Aegis can be blamed. That's good for you. It's good for the school. It is not obviously good for Aegis, and it was not good for us because we had to admit either culpability in sending children into a dangerous situation or ignorance, which does not sit well with anyone. We will be managing this. It is certainly not the first time that we've had to deal with difficult situations internationally, and we have resources in play that allow us to offer some recompense to the government of Belize. Certainly not enough for them to recover what they lost, because some of it is not recoverable.
Recover from that.
But enough. In the meantime,
Definitely not
we
going
will
to
not.
Belize anytime soon.
In the meantime, we have established with Aegis that we will not be sending any members of Phoenix, any student body members of Phoenix Academy on any missions, sanctioned or otherwise, and we will be reviewing the membership of the Phoenix Academy faculty to guarantee that the education that's being given to its students is actually appropriate so that better decisions can be made when such things are called for.
The entire school's gonna hate me.
Certainly,
You've been asking for it, right?
I have.
certainly the education and training of the children who were sent into this situation is being called strongly into question. Now, nobody else is going to notice that, but still, Vigil is carved out of ice at those words. You're probably the only one who would know this, but yeah, her heart rate goes up. You can tell that she's flushing hot underneath the mask and stuff like that, because he's not talking about the school entirely. He's talking about the people who train U3.
It was my fault.
And that's obviously Vigil.
Step up, I dare you.
I will. No, I won't. I'm too chicken.
That is what is...
I mean, I might. It depends if my character's feeling somewhat confident today.
That is what is...
Depends on the day.
That is what is going to happen. What steps we are going to take. We need to understand what steps are...
I hate
Excuse
this
me,
part.
What
that's
steps-
not fair. It was all Ember's fault.
What steps you are going to take.
Yeah.
You are dangerous.
Oh.
Oh, they're shifting labels.
No, please.
You are calling into question every choice that we made to take you in and offer you a place of safety from the threats that you are facing at home.
Visual.
And you are unable to control yourselves in the kind of situations that you allegedly aspire to master. These things all worry us in a friendly and, frankly, official capacity. So,
this is not settling very well with Syl.
Can I see your sheet?
I'm very excited.
Don't check my labels. Please.
Am I going to check your label? Oh, yeah, I'm going to check your labels.
Please don't shift them.
Your danger's already at 3?
Yeah.
How did your danger get to 3?
Well, because
I did not know that.
Oh
yeah, he's absolutely shifting danger. I mean,
because it was at a +2 last session, but then I grew into the
and you raised it
and I
again.
raised danger.
He's probably gonna raise superior. I mean, that's what I'm hearing at least.
No, he's raising danger.
He literally looked at me and said, "You are dangerous," and then turned to the next person. He's making
you weren't watching. That's why I told you.
Yeah, no, he's shifting. He's shifting danger up, savior down,
Oh, God.
which you can't do. So you have to figure out now.
Angry.
Just wait. Hang on. Wait.
Fine.
Hold it. He's shifting your freak up, and your mundane down.
Oh, not my mundane.
Now you don't have
You're
to.
swapping labels.
Now. You don't have to go with it. We're gonna. I'm just saying. These are where the words land.
Oh yeah, Syl ain't taking this crap.
And he's shifting your superior down and your mundane up.
No, thank you.
Well, I should decide today.
So-
Is my character going to be confident today?
Just.
My turn.
All right.
He's confident.
So shifting labels. Wait. When someone with influence over you, and
Every adult
Obviously.
ever.
every adult on the planet has influence over you, tells you who you are or how the world works, accept what they say or reject their influence. If you accept what they say, the GM will adjust your labels accordingly. If you want to keep your labels, thank you. If you want to keep your labels as they are, you must reject their influence. When you reject someone's influence, roll. On a hit, and it's just a roll, it's flat. On a hit, you successfully hold yourself and tune them out. On a 10 plus, you can choose 2 from those options. On a 7 or 9, you can choose 1. You can choose to clear a condition, mark potential, shift one label up, one label down. You can cancel their... So, the only one that requires that you immediately act to prove them wrong is the one where you clear a condition or mark potential. If you don't choose that one, you don't have to, act out right then. Now, do you have your comfort and support penguin with you? Did you bring Ligaya with
Yes.
you? Okay. In which case, you do get a +1 on your reject someone's
So
influence.
unfair. She's like the only person who literally doesn't need it.
Well, she doesn't get to add any stats to it, so it does.
I know, but she always rolls like 10s anyway.
That's fair. Your dice are
Doesn't concern me.
like
Because
unfairly
anyway,
high.
I get to yell at the mean oversight people. So
I'd feel bad about this, except for the fact that I bought those dice. So I really have only myself to blame for her hot dice. So you can reject influence. That's the only way you can avoid taking the blow. Nothing. I mean, your labels aren't going to move.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna do it because why not?
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Unless you roll a 6, in which case there become reasons why not. But that's fine.
Well,
No, that's okay.
But
I mean, I'm just saying.
You fail.
You fail. You
get
fail. You get some
through it.
XP. Ring it up. And let's be honest. Your dice
I
are
found
gonna.
a quote that suits us. Learn to let things you can't control go. Which suits our
yeah,
characters
no,
and-
that's what I did, and I burned Belize down, so that's not gonna happen again.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you look at the list of things that Ember can't
you
control,
ate it up. Don't even try to
I mean-
lie.
the player did. The character is now rocking a lot of feedback. The problem is that when you look at the list of things Ember cannot control, she is actually on her own list, and that's a problem. So
My emotions. My social life.
yeah, she's on the list
My
multiple
love
times.
life.
Yeah, she's on the
My mother, my brother, everything in my life.
My
All right,
brother,
so-
my brother.
Ember, give me a roll.
My
Reject
soul.
someone's influence.
5, 6, 7.
Ooh, I thought you. All right, so a 7. On the 7, you can choose 1. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift 1 label up and 1 label down, your choice. Or cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
Who would I be taking a +1 forward against?
Brahma. He's the one's doing all the talking. No, I take that back. Patrol. Patrol is the one who actually... And he's the only thing he says is when he goes around and points and says each one of these things about you guys. Like, you're dangerous. You're this... you
He explained this. All he said to me is, "You're dangerous."
Yeah. So.
Well, he's accurate.
So Patrol, who I'm pinging over here on the map, is the guy who actually does that. And that's actually the reason I'm doing this is it's a slightly bigger benefit to you. You're not likely to encounter Brahma a lot. Mm-hmm. Patrol is around Halcyon a bunch, so you're a lot more likely to actually run into this guy. So.
Okay, here's how I see it: is if I mark potential.
Then you have to do something to...
I could take an advancement.
True. But you have to act out right now to prove them wrong.
And that's not a good idea right now.
Well, and it's also, how do you act out in a way to prove that you're not dangerous?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not dangerous.
How dare you say that?
Melts his face off.
I could have burned this whole building down. Instead, I just melted the middle part of your suit. Whatever, yeah.
I don't even know how that would look.
Or I could take influence over him, which would also be good.
No, you don't take it. You cancel influence over him.
What do you? Oh.
So he doesn't have. You could tune Patrol out. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
He wouldn't have it. He wouldn't have influence anymore.
Gotcha.
Yep.
I don't know. What do you guys think I should do?
You do have written on your character sheet, right, Palestine, that you have influence over the school.
Wait, you do?
Yeah, she got it in the very first fight.
The very first fight at the thing.
Silhouette, Ember, and Alias.
You need to write down the student body. Because the people who were at the dock, she did a thing where they were all they were whispering like, "You're a freak," blah blah blah, and she rejected that and like stood up into the fight, kind of a deal. And she take influence over them. So she's got
that.
Palestine is
has
for whatever
influence
reason
over the entire school.
She needs to do a speech up on the...
it's because she doesn't care what anybody's opinions are.
She needs to do like a speech in the cafeteria, like on the mic or something, and everybody would like listen to her, which is crazy. As a sophomore. Okay. It's crazy. All right.
I'm really stuck. What do you guys think I should do? Should I take an advancement or cancel influence?
Well, think about what would immediately act to prove them wrong. What does that even look like? It wouldn't be showing off your power. It would be...
Obviously.
It would be... They think you're dangerous. They think you're a loose cannon. So you volunteer,
like extra hardcore.
Give me a chaperone. Give me a trainer. Give me a parole officer. Like basically volunteer for somebody.
Give me a patrol officer.
That would really suck, though. And
yeah, it would absolutely suck, but it would do exactly what you're... I mean, if you want to prove that you're not dangerous, then you act in a super responsible way and say, listen, I can prove it. Give me somebody who can watch my every move and blah, blah, blah. Not watch my every move, obviously, but, give me somebody who's, like, going to be my whatever something. That would be one way to do it. I'm not saying it's the only way. I'm just saying it's a way.
No. I'm
gonna cancel their influence and take a +1 forward against them.
Okay, so write down +1 forward against Patrol, and that's good. Palestine.
Yeah.
You get to roll and add 1 to resist their influence because they want to go freak up, mundane down.
No.
I just realized I had a resisting. Wait,
11.
Freaking 11.
Hold on, I had a +1 forward on stuff. Did I have to use it?
I don't think. You probably don't still have that +1 forward.
I usually erase it. I think it was from my team move.
Yeah, but that hasn't happened yet. This was during the week. The team move. Oh, you mean?
No, it happened on the ship.
Well, yeah, if you want, but it's not going to change anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, do I have to use it? Okay, then I see.
Yeah. All right, so you got a 10. You got a 10 to reject. You got 11 to reject someone's influence. You can choose clear condition mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. Shift one label up and one label down on your choice.
Actually, doesn't she have a 12 because of...
No, she got an 11 with the math.
Hey, Dad, can I have a screen wiper, please?
Yeah. And you can choose cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them. It's in that middle thing there. What do you think, Palestine? It's a little bit easier to see acting to prove someone wrong. In your situation, because you can not act like a freak. You can say something heartfelt and
I understand where you're coming from.
Actually,
Literally just use the power of manners. I'm just gonna
The power
keep
of
that there.
princessness.
like
I understand.
The power of the Disney princess.
I understand your concern, sir, and I'll do everything I can to fix.
yeah, something like that. I think it would be.
Still's not gonna be very nice.
I think what you do is you say something. I mean, something like that would be, you and this will count regardless of what you roll. This will count. But saying something along the lines of what we were just saying, but following it up is like how can I make you feel more comfortable with what you and everyone else has done for me? And then roll Pierce the Mask, which is A mundane move, and B is showing like caring about what other people, blah blah blah. The fact that you're doing it is all you need to do to act out to do it, and then it'll be a separate roll for the actual Pierce the Mask thing. So that would be how you could act to immediately sort of reject what they're saying, but then you could still do another action if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I want to do that, and then also cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them.
Okay. I think... Oh my god, this is going to be brutal. Alright, so you're rolling mundane. First of all, mark potential. Or clear condition. Which do you rather?
Mark potential. Wait.
Right. Do you have any conditions?
No.
Alright, so mark potential.
I just need one more.
So you're rolling... Okay, you're rolling. You're adding mundane.
+3.
And you're adding +1 forward against him.
+4.
So you get the +4 on the...
Oh my gosh. She doesn't
Oh
need
my
it.
God, you
15 doesn't
15.
need
I
it.
got a 15!
My god.
Can I borrow that?
Can I borrow this?
Don't touch my dice.
Seriously, those dice are ridiculous. Okay, so Pierce the Mask. When you pierce someone's mask, this is on patrol. To see the person beneath, roll mundane. On a 10+, you may ask 3. What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How could I get your character to blank? How could I gain influence over you?
What do you want me to do? For sure.
That is a good question.
He wants to see... What do you want me to do? He wants to see... classic hero behavior from the team from the team collectively.
So like be a normal superhero.
So, yeah.
But we can't even
Boy,
be normal people. How do you expect us to do that?
He wants to see the kind of heroism that requires sacrifice, because all he saw, because here's the toll at Belize. 4 historical monuments, one of which may have actually been a Nazi plant from the 1940s. It wasn't actually a pyramid, it was actually a mechanical device. But 4 alleged historical monuments in Belize are melted down. No less than 24 Chaos Council corpses. Nobody's told you that, but that is a thing.
Well, I figured, but
yeah,
I didn't want to admit it.
You weren't actually there, but that was a bad deal. It wasn't really that many, but it was like about a dozen. But yeah, they didn't do very well. a lot of forest damage. There was a forest fire to control. Iron Flag on the run.
Is this supposed to be making her real bad?
No. So Iron Flag on the run, and the thing is, fighting a Nazi, and the thing is, some other unknown thing also on the loose and unaccounted for.
Oh, that's right, because I woke that up because I'm smart.
So.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about the opposite here.
Well, I think she's sarcasm. So, what does he want to see? That is a really good question. He wants to see the kind of heroism that requires sacrifice. He wants to see rescue missions, not fights.
So I'm running away, push Palestine in front of me.
He wants to see some He wants to see.
You sacrifice yourself for me.
He wants to see some damn defend rolls that aren't aimed at at each other. He wants to see that kind of stuff. He wants to see the protect part of the protect and serve. Because it's patrol, man. He thinks like a...
So the thing that we haven't done yet.
Yeah, okay. He'd like to see the thing that he hasn't done yet. So that's what you want me to do. That's that. Mm-hmm. What's the next thing?
How could I gain influence over you?
How could I gain influence over you?
I want to
if you get influence
over everyone. I'm just... Everyone.
You have to be our person.
I am the princess.
Yes, because I know I'm never going to end up being that person in this game. You have to be the one.
How can I gain influence over you?
Oh no, it's...
I love that headband.
He doesn't know. This is ironic because you're actually picking this up because you're a telepath, but he doesn't trust telepaths, and he wants to see you, like, be the hero and not use any of that ability.
So be a hero by not using your superpower?
Specifically that one. He doesn't like
just the
he doesn't like the telepathy.
So like the thing she did when she dropped.
Yeah, that is hugely problematic, and it's come out. Aegis probably doesn't know exactly what happened. No, they probably do. They know something happened, and it was a psychic thing. Because honestly, at the power level that she was operating at, Vigil would have heard it.
Oh wow!
Back in Halcyon, and so would other telepaths. So even if Syl did not debrief fully, which she probably would have, because she would have known that Vigil was waiting for her to not debrief fully. She would have been able to read that. So that's one thing. So be the hero without using your telepathy. It's not going to be an easy thing. Some self-sacrifice, some protect instead of fight, and you have a third one.
Oh, that's right.
What are you really planning? No.
Eliminate the outcasts.
Ooh, what if you did how could I get your character to get off her back type thing, or something like that?
That's kind of the same thing as the what do you want me to do thing, but it could be the same answer. It's fine.
Because we get a +1, right?
Nope, that's only for assess the situation. This gives you info. You could do how could I get your character to, I don't know, support me with oversight. Something like that.
Yeah. I like that because then if they help get me trained.
And then I might have to sit on that one a little bit, but you could get patrol on your side. It's just a question of how. A lot of it's going to follow on that same thing. You need to be his kind of hero. Whether or not you want to be, these are the answers to the questions. It's not a roadmap going forward. It's the answers to the questions. What he wants to see is, and the whole Gestalt answer to the whole thing is, he wants to see you guys act like his kind of heroes. You may not be his kind of heroes.
No, it's not going to happen.
Very few people can be his kind of heroes. Vigil sure as hell isn't. Hey, Syl.
Hey.
What's up? You wanting to reject that?
Real quick.
So you took potential, acted to reject, and then Wait. I think I missed something here. You cleared a condition mark, you marked potential for immediately proving to act them wrong, and you canceled their influence and took +1. But the +1 for it against him just got used up right away on the roll.
Yeah.
Okay? So
I have to roll.
You do not have, he does not, so Patrol doesn't, he's losing influence over both of you, which I think is kind of funny about the whole thing. You...
Doing this differently.
Ooh.
Oh,
yes!
Okay, so you also, here, grab your play sheet, grab your, here, this guy. Inside, when you reject someone's influence, on a hit, you successfully hold yourself and tune them out. You get a 10 plus because you got an 11. Very nice. Clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. I know what this would look like for you because he wants to move your superior down, and you can give him the total tactical readout on the entire situation and ask him straight up how he could have possibly done it any differently.
And better.
Or how it could have been done any better.
I do want to act that part out, though, because I know how she would say that.
Okay, cool. So that's the acting to prove them wrong kind of thing. Shift one label up, one label down, your choice, if you want. Cancel their influence and take +1 for it against them.
I think I'm gonna immediately act to prove them wrong, so I can.
Well, that's you get two choices. You get two options because you rolled well enough. That's pretty epic.
I'm going to immediately act to prove them wrong.
Actually, let's do that part, and then it may be obvious what the next thing is after that. All right, so now again, and I'm just gonna because this will make future Kaylee happy. Aim for snarky, sarcastic girl with the tactics rather than angry. Rather than angry Damian Wayne. Okay, so I pretty much hear yours starting with actually,
if we're looking back on the situation which actually played out, we did have a plan. But we did the mission. We retrieved the thing from the crater. Oh my god. We did exactly what Aegis asked. There were unknown factors.
Oh, sorry.
I think you killed Jamie.
I'm dead.
So, like, we had bad intel.
The unknown factors are what threw us off, not our inability to plan.
The fact
So
that
I think your critique of this is slightly off. It's not that we didn't have a plan. It's that we had misled information. I want you to look at that and tell me if you could have done that any differently. If you were in the same position as us and lacking the same information. You're Vigil.
we were sent in, we were sent in for a simple fetch and retrieve, and we walked into a situation with a supervillain and 40 or 50 minions.
Don't forget the weird temple thingy and a freezing cold thingy. You know,
collateral damage is expected when you're not. Collateral damage is unavoidable when you aren't expecting the villain to drop in on you.
Wait, but don't forget the cold thingy.
Well, you may not want to mention the cold. Well, no, that's been mentioned a number of times. Okay, so are you actually trying to get him to
rethink? I think he's wrong, and I want him to know that.
So you want to get him to admit that
he's making the wrong critique here, for me at least.
Yeah. Thanks for the clarification.
Well,
you know your
she's defending her assessment of the situation with her superior and stuff like that. So that's fair.
I mean, you had a really good plan.
In that case, roll provoke against
provoke someone. When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, say you're trying to get them to do. Roll plus superior.
Yes, that's why.
Now, just wait a second. So you clear a condition. Now, did you clear a condition or mark potential by?
I'll clear a condition. I'm clearing insecure.
Which affects what?
Which affects -2 to defend someone or reject others' influence.
Oh, you had a -2 on that. So what did you roll? 11?
That means I just don't do anything else.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I don't want to do 2 things.
Okay.
I just wanted that.
All right, so you cleared insecure.
I cleared insecure.
Hang on. So you cleared insecure. So you had a 9, right?
So I had a 9.
Yeah, he had,
Which
she
is
had
fine.
11.
Which is just picking 1, which is what I did.
Which is fine. Yeah, totally fine. Clear condition, mark potential. So you cleared a condition. Now you're
We
not.
need to check conditions before we do rolls.
Well, this is the problem. I'm lazy because I play online all the time, and if you have the conditions checked on the sheets,
it automatically
does the math for you, which is great. All right, so clear condition, mark potential, which you did. Me to like to prove them wrong.
Wait, do both or pick 1?
You do or
Oh, okay. Yeah.
pick one, and then you're going to roll provoke. Get in his face.
Plus superior, which is a +3.
Frickin'
I don't
boxcars.
even need it, 'cause-
Frickin' boxcars. Oh my god.
Sorry, guys.
When
This
you-
is
girl.
15.
When you provoke someone susceptible to your words, which is questionable at this point in time, but whatever. You guys are in a conversation. Say what you're trying to get them to do and roll superior. On NPCs on a 10+, they rise to the bait and do what you want. He actually opens his mouth once and then closes it, like he's about to sort of a stand down cadet kind of thing.
I think right at the end she goes, I know that we made some mistakes. There might have just been a slight misjudge in the mistake.
So you're conceding that thing. You know, we made some. The thing you need to focus on is the fact that you didn't get intel that was directly, important intel. So people send you into a thing that's visible from satellite. They ought to be able to tell you, oh, by the way, there's a supervillain on site. They did not know that. Nobody told you that.
We were told about a call and retreat. We weren't told
by the
about.
way, the supervillain wasn't even focused on the.
That was called a call and retrieve. That was not supposed to be a hostage situation.
They rise to the bait and do what you want. And we want him to do is that. I can say, in hindsight, that faced with the unexpected and a well-known supervillain, with whom you are clearly familiar, retreat before ever engaging would have been the better option. I can say that in hindsight. I don't know that I could say that if I had been the person landing on the ground and looking at the situation.
Well, I mean, technically, I was
Given-
the first one to directly engage them. So.
Given that... Well, no, because you guys were still up in the ship. You could have just turned around and called them back and said, hey, Iron Flag's on site. Screw this, I'm out.
Were we really going to do that, though?
Seriously.
She would never let us
Because,
do that.
But I know myself well enough to know that even, certainly not today and probably not when I was your age, would I have backed off from my first assignment just because something
that's right.
unforeseen
That was our
happened.
first.
You should have retreated, but I will concede that in your shoes I wouldn't have either. Next time, since you have had this conversation with us, I expect you to make a different choice.
Noted.
Oh my god! It felt like you were this good when you were talking to Jack.
And you hear in your head, all right, you're doing fine, now back off. Back down, or you're going to piss Brahma off. Actually, you've already pissed Brahma off, but,
You're gonna piss Vigil off. Actually, no, she probably likes
the voice
this.
in the head was Vigil.
Oh, yeah.
Back down or you're going to piss Brahma off.
Although Vigil's probably, in her head slow clapping, yes.
Yeah, she's doing that too, but she's also like, okay, now seriously, nice job, but back off before you piss him off. Retreat.
Before I piss Brahma off? Or you?
All right. Delete.
Yes. Bye.
Delete.
Here.
All right.
Let me put it on.
You should officially, you lot should officially consider yourselves on probation. The school is also even more. The school is also, and Hellbinder says, even more on probation than we already were. Yes, thank you very much.
Well, that's because you have super villains as like your teachers. It's kind of a bad decision.
Sergeant Surge.
Sergeant Surge was sort of like a armed robbery and assault kind of level dude, and he got in a lot of knockdown fight downs with fights. Hellbinder legit
he was
personally murdered like 25 Phoenix Academy students 25 years ago. His level of bad guy is a little bit higher than Sergeant Surge's. Sergeant Surge is the kind of thing where
Sergeant Surge is mean to me.
Yeah, that doesn't actually add to his sentence. No, Sergeant Surge is the kind of guy where they actually go, yeah, community service could work off some of his time. Hellbinder's just doing this for the rest of his life because they told him to. Anyway, all right. Yay! All right, so
I have nothing better to do with my time.
No. All right, really so you do a Transylvania accent on Hellbinder? That'd be funny.
Where's the cake?
So your brother's taking care
Less
of...
Transylvania, more actually German.
No, he's not German.
Don't mind the note. I got bored. Well, not bored. I just got distracted.
All right, so... The Belize mission did not get the outcast. You did get the outcast called in, so that's taken care of. The Aegis thing coming by. Now, keep in mind, Aegis in meetings with Headmaster Hellbinder is absolutely happening. You just don't have an opening for finding out stuff about it. Someone came to your rescue. They had Palestine's thing taken care of.
But he's like, don't worry, I'll be there. I'll be there, something like that. And my mom's like, I don't know if that's a lot of consolation, but okay.
Who queen? Who queen? I queen. That's right.
What'd you say? Who queen? Who queen? I queen.
Actually, I'm better than you because my chair is taller than you, so technically I am of higher status, literally.
She's taller than you. It's not going to do much good if you... Yeah, just to board out now.
Standing on chairs.
Up on the table. Okay. So that was an hour.
That was?
Oh, yeah.
We have a
I'm
date.
shook. Yeah, we have a date. If we don't, like, actually get to the date...
You have a date.
You have technically a date, but technically not.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
So no,
like,
that was
once you're in a relationship, you'll be like, yeah, you know that one time that was a date.
Don't act all high-minded. You're still struggling. We know this. Well, you're not struggling.
I'm just struggling with other issues.
I can't believe that took an hour.
Well,
We have 3 hours left. Let's move on.
Well, 3 hours. Yeah, jeez. All right.
Like
So
5.
Palestine. So that was actually sometime during the week. I'm just hand waving.
Yeah.
And you guys had already said you weren't spending a ton of time necessarily in each other's back pocket during this week. Anyways, this is one of the times you guys were sort of together. Friday afternoon, Palestine. You are called into... Actually, it's like during... When is study hall? What period is study hall? I know that she's around here somewhere. She leaps.
It's period 6.
Yeah.
I know it by heart.
6th period is
Okay. That's
study hall kind of a thing?
Well, I remember, because I'm a visual, like, I have photographic memory, so I can just...
You gotta get everything down.
Spread
So
out.
anyway,
what is the
your
first word
your
of
study
the
hall teacher...
12th page of
All right,
the
about-
third book of Harry Potter.
So your study hall teacher
Actually, it's different
tells
in
you
the
that
books.
you need to go down to Mr. Brick's office or Mr. Brick's room, classroom.
Yes! I've been waiting.
What? I'm what?
Gian's daughter. I get
what?
secret
I'm
information.
what?
You know this. You know this.
Occasionally, she hears about things I have planned. Occasionally.
This
Sometimes.
is either going to be really good or go really bad, and I'm excited for
That
it
is
all.
actually an accurate summary of the way things could go.
This is
That's
gonna be
with
That's
any
the summary
situation
of the
ever.
game.
So
Yeah, you're not exactly calling much. Anyway, so you
This is a
are called down to Mr. Brick's classroom. He has the classroom up, but he doesn't have study hall today. And So do you
It's
go.
an ASMR plus humming.
When you get down in there, so let's get Mr. Brick up here. We'll get Mr. Brick's picture.
Okay?
Mr. Brick,
Where is Mr. Brick?
Mr. Brick.
He was
Mr.
the
Brick.
head department of language arts in the menagerie game.
Huh?
You
He
used the
runs
same picture.
Oh yeah, I totally did. Except I don't think he was.
He wasn't
math.
called. Yeah, he was the head department of the language arts, and his name wasn't Mr. Brick.
Oh yeah, no.
It was
There's
something
Mr. Brick.
Mr. B.
Hello,
Brick.
Mr. Brick.
Mm.
Mr.
Get
Brick.
Mr. Brick over here.
Mr. Brick. Mr. Brick. Mr. J.
And so we got Mr.
That's
Brick.
my bus driver's name, Mr. J.
There's him. And also in the room is another
Where is that from?
kid. I don't know.
That
It looks like
I didn't
it's
find a
Pretty
picture.
Little
It's
Liars.
one of my players found him for faculty.
I think it's from Pretty Little Liars, if I had to guess.
Because it looks
Bill would
so
know. I'm pretty sure Bill's the one that found the picture in the first place.
Bill's
Does
always
he
the one
watch
that finds
Pretty Little
pictures.
Liars?
There we go. And also in the room is this kid.
Oh, that's who you're asking us about? Oh my god, I just connected the dots. Yes.
Took you long enough.
It did. It really did.
I wonder what's actually written on his shirt, though.
Probably nothing.
No. If it was a nerdy kid, he would make sure it's actually.
Well, I'm not saying in
but it's like
in
an
reality.
artist.
I'm sure it says something. I don't think the picture actually says anything.
No,
There aren't enough numbers for it to say anything very significant anyway, because you need a lot of ones and zeros to even make a letter. So it probably doesn't say very much.
Honestly, it's probably.
Do like a if you look up on your phone binary translation and punch in the ones and zeros, see if
I
it says
will
anything.
do that.
You should. Palestine.
Yeah.
Come in. So,
Mr. Brick.
I would like to offer you the opportunity to engage in warfare on my behalf. Did I overstate that? I think I overstated that. Did I? Here's what you are doing really, really well in the advanced math class that we have you in here, and I would like you to join an elite team.
Ooh. Sorry.
He's talking about the mathletes. It's really not. You, Colin? No downplaying the thing. Colin happens to be our current Legion commander, our head warrior, our commandant.
Oh my god.
And I would like you. Now you'll have to do a little bit of skilling up on this, but we have right around midterms. There is a competition, and I would like you on the team. I don't want you as an alternate. I want you in the seats. I want you ready to fire. I want you manning the guns. And I am putting Colin in charge. Let me see.
It just popped up, and
Nice.
I was like,
Nice.
that is so.
So good. He's not though, which makes it even better.
No, I'm gonna put something else on this shirt.
His shirt means gay.
That's so good. Anyway, all right. So listen, I need you to work directly with Colin. So he's going to coach you. He's going to mentor you. He is going to toughen you up. He's going to run you through tire drills. And Colin's like, there won't actually be any. And he pushes his glass up. There's not going to. I need a glass. Hang on a second. I need a prop. I'm a method actor.
I feel like I just
It's okay. I have my
His new.
There isn't going to be any.
His shirt now.
There
reads
isn't any.
this, equals.
There's no
MC
tire
squared.
drills. He's
It's
just
part of
saying,
this,
like, it's just,
Or maybe
math.
I'll do something
It's just,
shorter, like-
it's fine. It's fine. I'm Colin. And I need you.
Wait, should his shirt
just
say?
used to say
Should
it when
his
I'm
shirt
drinking
say
too.
equals MC squared? Because that's what this is.
You're blushing.
The rest of it
so
can be on the
hard.
back of his shirt if it needs to
Well,
be.
because
No,
also Mr.
5 rows
Brick's
is easy.
in the room.
5 rows of stuff
Mr.
is
Brick and him are in the room, so of course I'm blushing a lot.
But based on the other thing that you know, here's the thing. So
He's cute.
there's this thing that you know
He's cute.
that you and I have talked about that you've got kind of going around the back of your head,
It's taking forever.
and now you're in the room with Mr. Brick. And then there's this boy, and he's offering you his hand, and he does this little smile, and something happens somewhere in there that
No, I'm not the only
And because of the other thing you have circling around in the back of your head, I need you to take a powerful blow.
Ooh.
It's an emotional blow because this is a
my dice are too good.
Do you want to
Give me
use
your
mine?
dice. Yes.
give me those shit dice. I get the really bad ones.
Guys, stop making me laugh. At dance
Is it
yesterday,
hurting
we had
like it did last
excruciatingly painful core workouts.
Hey, I got the bad
and
dice.
like my core hurts so much.
You got the bad dice. All right. So do you have any conditions?
I don't think so. No.
So roll a straight up roll. Take a powerful blow.
4.
Yes! Okay,
Amazing
this is our official take a powerful blow. Unless you're insane like me, like last time and want.
Everybody borrows Palestine's dice.
No.
No, those are yours.
Yeah.
The ones that she rolled.
Dude.
For
I know. No, I mean those ones for any other
No
roll.
one touches
No.
my dice.
No, that's good. Protect your dice. Okay, so you. All right, so take a powerful blow. First of all, you mark XP. Do you just level?
Yes.
Okay. When you take a powerful blow, roll conditions. On a 6, on a miss, you stand strong, mark potential as normal, and say how you weather the blow. So I think, the girls don't necessarily know about this yet. Now maybe it comes out during the date conversation, because the Cliff conversation where she says there's just an ant. It's just an ant.
Oh, I thought it was a spider.
It was in my hair.
No, it wasn't.
I hate you.
I thought it was a spider.
No, it's
Sorry.
just an ant. It's just an ant. They've been showing up in the room, and I don't know why. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm on the 2nd floor. There's no other place in the house that has ants. Like, it's just here, and I can't figure out why.
Crawling through the pipes.
I don't know. It's really weird. Can you smash it, please? Just slap it.
Oh my gosh, guys. It's an ant.
It's an ant. It's not like a bug. It's not a cockroach.
Just drop it to the floor.
No.
I don't know.
You know. All right. So.
Ow, my leg.
So.
It's probably not
I
dead.
think
Probably not.
now.
Don't really want to spoil.
Well, see, I know you don't. See, the thing is, there's the characters knowing the players.
Have you not been listening
Remember,
to this
I
conversation?
told you in band that I was.
Oh yeah, that you have a thing. What's your color for your dog?
Okay, so what I'm thinking is this kind of like staring like thing where and you're like, hi, yeah, and the thing. And maybe what we do is we cut forward to the Cliff and she's like, I have a date and and you guys are supposed to bring somebody and Ember's like, yeah, that didn't go quite how I wanted. And then maybe that's when you spill like, I have some problems right now. And kind of like that's when you dump all of that stuff on everybody.
He's like Mr. Brick, but possibility.
But actually possible. And apparently legal. But no, that's the so the Cliff thing, you say the thing, I have a date. Sill's like, yeah, I mean, Jack's coming, but I kind of screwed that whole thing up. And kind of out of nowhere, because Palestine doesn't have drama. Mm-hmm. Palestine said, what does Palestine say?
You're supposed to be the okay one.
I have a boyfriend.
What? Okay, wait. Wait, do we need to define the definition of boyfriend for you, Palestine? Because
I can't do it all at once. Okay.
Because the math teacher, even if you have a crush on him, doesn't mean he's your boyfriend. He will never be, because it's just not, it's human laws.
Amber,
you might
let
see
her have her dreams.
But it's going on borderline creepy here.
And she's just kind of like, these two go for a little bit, and then it dies down for a second, and then...
Well, this is kind of weird to say, but my boyfriend is Joe Wren, the guard that we found.
What?
Here's the problem. On my home planet, because I'm the princess, I'm supposed to be dating and marrying someone of higher status.
Oh, hell.
And he's just a guard, and he's more of a guard in training because he's a younger
Let me tell
age.
you
So I've
about
been
the...
dating him secretly at home, and he doesn't remember any of that.
Oh, this is serious.
Let me tell you.
Oh,
so
I thought this was confusion. I did not understand this was real.
Well, right now
Recalculating
you're
my
living.
decisions.
Right now you're living on Earth. And a very popular trend recently is, powerful woman. So it doesn't matter. Just do it anyways.
Yeah, well, I'm off my planet, so I'm technically allowed to date him, but...
You missed one of the other key parts. He doesn't remember it.
Yeah, he doesn't remember anything really.
Jack doesn't remember my dates, but...
Hold on, I'm a little confused.
So because of the impact, he
Alien
doesn't really
amnesia
remember
Yeah.
anything.
Doesn't remember the dating
But
thing.
is he him? I'm so confused.
No, he's Joe Wren, the guard.
Okay,
The guard.
so he's
He doesn't
still
remember.
being like him.
Yeah.
He just
And
doesn't...
then this is another guy that I have a crush on. So there's a huge dilemma about... I already have a boyfriend, but he doesn't know I'm...
So you already feel
but
guilty
then I have
about
a crush
Rick.
on this guy.
Alien boy, guard boy, big muscular dude who also can shapeshift into something slightly less creepy.
Oh, you made him look much, much older the last session.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, I just picked an alien dude.
Oh.
He shapeshifts. Anyway, this dude doesn't remember the message. He doesn't remember a bunch of stuff. Specifically, apparently, and she's gone looking,
Oh,
them. Like at all.
Well, do you still
Except, and it's got to be fairly recent because except some of the stuff that your mom and dad were saying seems to imply that they knew that there was some sort of connection. That's why they sent him, in theory. I'll get you the whole transcript of what he remembers. But it sort of could be read that way, maybe, question mark? But he definitely doesn't remember.
Right.
And also cute boy. Hi, I'm Colin.
Okay, there's two ways we could do this.
One is you gouge your own eyes out. Two, I gouge my own eyes out.
No. One is you can restart the relationship completely with the guard, or wait until he gets his memories back, or dump him for a cuter boy.
Amber!
What?
Totally down for this date thing, because then it's more obvious that it's...
Please just don't bring an alien to this date thing. Like, I think I'm over...
Well, to be fair, he's currently under kind of like house arrest and walking
Yeah,
in and out.
but I'm pretty sure I'm already overwhelming, like, Emilio with, like, bringing my friends along. And if my mom figures out that I was hanging out with an alien, she's gonna actually murder me.
You hang out with an alien every day.
No, but, like, she doesn't know that. And just please. And
You hang out with an alien every day. Need a nice bright pink.
who else do you have a crush on that's not illegal?
Just us.
I don't believe you.
Amber!
What? It's true.
There you go.
I like how this whole thing is just her being like, Ember!
There we go.
Can I pierce the mask?
You put an extra E on it.
Did I? Oh, yeah, I couldn't see the text before very well. Sorry.
So, Penny, here's how we're gonna do this. Mr. Brick is a teacher.
Can I
Is he
pierce the
not?
mask?
Mm-hmm.
On what? Like for what?
To see who else her crushes are. Because I don't believe her. And I want her to spill her guts completely on her whole love life.
It's
I
really
don't-
just those two. I'm telling you the truth.
Well, I mean,
And
there's
Mr.
also
Brick,
the
Let's be honest here, JB.
I don't know.
She would
She's
be
had
a
more
really
crushes
bad
than...
liar.
I know.
Okay,
if
that's
I was
true.
to lie,
That's
you
true.
would like my whole face would just change
That's
and then
true.
change back.
It'd be like,
would
become
turn green.
bright pink or something. Okay, never mind. That's true. That's
My
true.
face would be like sky blue for a second.
Oh no,
Oh,
what's going on?
move it, quick. Oh, all right, cool.
Jamie, that was supposed to be your job.
Sorry. Okay.
Scenes pals.
Okay.
Penny, here's how this is gonna go.
No.
Mr. Brick.
Do not take advice from her because she's failing.
Okay, you guys are both a car wreck when it comes to relationship advice.
Mr.
Hang on.
Brick.
Excuse me, I'm
is a
doing
teacher.
great. I scored a date within the first week I met the dude where she's been like, I have a thing called Jack Toast. So excuse me. I think I'm doing much better than she is. I'm just struggling with my myself.
To be fair, I have a thing called Jack Toast, a soda classic.
All right, let me do my thing now, please.
No.
What was the thing?
Yeah.
Well, I keep getting interrupted.
Sorry.
So Penny, here's how this is gonna go. You're just gonna answer my questions, okay? Mr. Brick is a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Colin is not a teacher, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a date this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alien Boy doesn't remember relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who is best to take on this date?
Me.
Penny?
I don't know. I will
The answer is Colin. You're gonna ask Colin.
I'll do it for you if you don't want to.
Ember!
What?
I mean, to be fair, the last time you spoke on behalf of somebody else for anybody in the school, it was a disaster.
No, it's okay because it wasn't actually him.
But wouldn't that be like, I can't remember the word, but it's like when you're in a game and you do something that's against the rules.
Cheating?
Yeah, that.
But you're not cheating. But you're not in a relationship right now. Think of it
But he's
like.
been my boyfriend for the past few years.
No, I am in a relationship. It's just that he's not in it right now.
Okay, well it's a two-way thing, and you even if you did remember, you couldn't take him, and I need some emotional support. So
You always need emotional support.
thanks.
He would be able to shapeshift out of his alien form. Just saying. I mean, I didn't.
But
Just saying.
The question would be getting him out of Aegis.
I know it doesn't feel right all the time, but sometimes you just gotta have a date.
and
And if Boy
Losing
doesn't
your-
remember you...
I mean, she doesn't have to have a date. She could just come.
losing your memory changes people.
Be the fifth wheel. Seventh wheel, I guess.
Penny, it's up to you, but it really isn't. You should really ask out Colin.
Oh my god.
I saw his shirt and I looked up a converter and it means E equals MC squared. Okay, we're changing it.
Okay, that's fine.
Listen, it's up to you, but it really isn't.
That would not make sense.
Penny, it's up to you, but it really isn't. You're asking out Colin. End of story.
And if you don't, I will. Even
Oh my
if
god, you guys are like, you're the worst friends of all time.
even if it ends in a fiery ball of like flames.
Please stay away from him. We're relying on him to win our map.
Yeah, Ember, if anybody...
Oh, that's
if
why you
anybody
want to keep
shouldn't
him around.
talk to Colin, it would be you.
Excuse me? Jack Toast.
I mean, he did make my cheeks get that pinkish color.
You mean blushing?
No, not quite.
Okay, so let's go ask out Colin. How do you want to do it? In person, over text? We can do it over the phone.
We're not doing it over text.
Are you legitimately trying to provoke her into doing this?
Actually, wait.
Yes?
I'm not. She is.
No.
Cat.
All right. Yeah,
Cat provoke her.
I want to see this.
Cat provoke
I
her
want to
because
see this. I want to see
you're
this.
the one who's saying it's
because my
not up to
superior
you.
is 0. So you provoke her.
Cool, you do the
Are you going to hit her with the logics?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit her with the logics.
And
Oh,
hey,
right,
this thing might
provoking
work
is
out for
superior,
you.
right?
You
So you're
might
trying
end
to be,
up getting
this is the thing.
alien
This is
human
why.
babies,
This is
so-
why you're having problems because you're using superior for relationship problems. Now, here's the thing. One of the reasons that Vigil goes superior up, mundane down, is because she's tried to use superior for personal relationships. It's been a complete horror show.
So she thinks instead of
10.
So she just goes, no relationships.
I rolled a 10.
I know you rolled a 10. Okay, so here's how this works. This is how the provoke works, Jamie Palacine, when it's for a PC. She gets a 10, so both of these things are true. Basically, you have a carrot and a stick motivation. Are you ready? So this is the carrot and the stick motivation. If you do what she says you should do, you add a team to the pool. Sit back for me so she can see. If you do what she says, you add a team to the pool. If you don't do it, you take a condition
Have fun
So-
with that.
Probably insecure. Because she's not
Hopeless.
making you feel better about this.
Hopeless, maybe.
I would
There are
say
a lot of
insecure.
different
Because she's not
options
making
here.
you feel better. Like, if you don't do what she's saying, then you're like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing... But I'm in a relationship, but Colin is really nice, and she did think... Everyone seemed to think it was a guy. Yeah, so
I mean,
I'm going to go with...
Just do what she said, because then I put Teen in the pool, and then also that will cause more drama later when he remembers our relationship.
Yes, absolutely.
But what if he never does?
Oh, no, you don't understand. He will. Because it's more interesting if he does.
Yeah.
Usually right after something really cute and, like, adorable happens with the boy. And then Fish Boy comes back.
Yeah.
I gotta find a better picture for him, but for right now, that'll do. Okay.
But honestly, you can always just come up with a lie.
So how do
it's
you...
just to help me blend in.
How do you... Wow.
Anything you do,
Seriously.
it's not blending in.
You guys are playing Masks. She's playing Monster Hearts. So, how do you ask... How do you ask Colin to come on this thing? And do you phrase it as a date or as, like, this group thing that we're all doing?
Am I, like, the only person who's, like, actually making it a date?
To be fair,
I
there's not a lot of worry on your side
What color's the belt?
that
Color faster.
Emilio is,
Yeah,
like, iffy on this whole situation.
that's true.
There's not a lot of worry. So, Palestine, what are you doing? Are you texting, calling?
Telepathically. Which is gonna creep him out because
But wait, does he knows you're an alien, right?
I'd assume so.
I mean, if he doesn't know something's up, he'll figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, he'll be like, what the heck? What the heck? Shut up.
I'm gonna say like, hey, my friends and I are going on a...
Ho! Hey! Hi! Hi! Who is this? Who may I say is calling?
Palsy.
My brain?
Palsy.
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 No,
So,
Penny. Your name is
Penny J.
We're like
Penny.
standing right next to her, like.
Penny, right. Hi! This is new. And... Okay? What can I...
Well, my friends and I, they were going on a, I guess it would be Ember's brother,
This sounds so bad.
Silhouette. So, those three couples are going on a date, and I need a date. Would you like to go on a date?
Yeah, that's great.
With me.
With you?
No! Okay, Penny, say what I say.
You want to go on a date? No, say with me. With Sil? I thought you wanted to go with him. I thought you wanted to go with me.
With you?
No.
Who's the you?
You want him to
go
do you want to go on a
with
date with Penny?
Do you want to go on a date with Penny?
No.
Do you want
Don't say it in the third person.
Say exactly these words. Do you want to go on a date with me?
Do you want to go on a date with Sil?
No!
She's purposely taking a snake eyes on this thing.
Am I allowed to interrupt the sound wave?
It's not. It's telepathy.
Policy.
Connect
me.
She means.
Are you? Do you mean you? Are they? This is very confusing.
I don't know what they mean because I wanted to ask you on a date and you would go with me, but then they're saying ask him if he wants to go with me, but then still saying that. So I don't know if she means ask him if he wants. Ask him if he wants to go with Sil.
Can we just go with your idea? Your idea sounds better.
Okay.
We
This is gonna be such a
probably
bummer.
shouldn't take
So
any
cute.
advice from your friends on this. Probably. It
That's
sounds
probably
very
a
confusing.
good idea.
Okay.
They're confusing.
Can we text when you know what we're gonna do?
Wait, question. How?
Text?
Using a... Never mind. Will you let me know when you know what they're going to do and when?
Okay, but is it a yes or a no?
Yes!
Okay.
For your idea, not theirs. I don't think.
There's yours.
Your idea, the one you were saying. You. Going out with... Yes. That.
Okay.
And he's like, so when is the... And right about then, you guys, the link drops and...
You are the worst at this.
No, she's the best.
No,
you're
the worst at this. We like say in unison, just like.
At least I managed to convey that he was going with everybody.
Why did I get my brother to go on the date with me?
That was.
He's gonna love this date.
He's just gonna sit from afar laughing at me the whole time.
So while you guys were up there on the cliff, I'm just gonna put it on the cliff because it'll be easier. Mm-hmm. What is the date? Like, what are you guys going? What is the activity?
I don't know. Okay, is it weird that I keep imagining it in like a sandwich shop or something?
That's
Chipotle!
I was thinking more like Panera or something, but obviously not. Like a coffee shop or something. Just the setting I keep thinking is like
we're eating sandwiches. You guys are going to want to eat at some point, but there should be something that you guys should do.
We should wait. It's around winter time, right?
That's what we want to do.
No, it's like it's like fall. It isn't even midterms yet, so it's like.
Oh, because I was going to suggest ice skating because that would have been so cute.
So bad at ice skating.
We could do indoor ice skating.
It's like you wouldn't be bad at ice skating.
No, because you would be able to. You would be able to tell where the dents are in the ice and be like, I'm just gonna slide on
walls
it. Like honestly,
and stuff like that. That would be easy. That's just spatial stuff.
That would be really.
But you fall and pretend you're hurting so that he helps you up and guides you.
Colin comes over, he's like, "You okay?" While he's holding Palestine's hand, he's like, "You good, bro?"
So a couple of options.
I'm hurt. Like, do it.
Because Kaylee and I had talked about she's like, well, I don't want to go to movies because I can't see anything, but they do this really cool thing with audio narration now where you can like go in and say I'm sight impaired and they give you headphones and they have a guy or whatever. They have somebody who like
a man enters the hallway.
Yeah, but it's too dark to
a yellow fluorescent light.
Yeah,
but it's too dark to stare at the other person's face.
Right, sure. So
yeah, I don't like movie dates.
Yep, that's fine. So there's a big arcade down. Actually,
yes.
I don't mean like a big. Well, I kind of mean a video arcade, but not really. Hang on.
Yes, that has to be because it'll just be like
that might be
me failing. It'll be like both of you.
That might be
perfect.
really bothersome to Sil because arcades are
not. No. You don't. Sorry. Hang on. Like a boardwalk. I don't mean. Like the classic.
Like, we could go play video games, me and Colin, because we're, like, the geeks. And then you and Jack could hold hands.
I do all the skill-based games. Like, you know that one that
Emilio and I won't even be doing anything. We'll just be sitting off in the corner talking.
So, like...
Sil was really good at skee ball.
What would your brother be doing?
This would be...
probably kissing Monica in the bathroom.
So this is... No. But, okay, so... Listen, think about the best example. Wait, actually, maybe I can find this really quick.
I need to shade stuff, so I'm going to see it eventually. Don't do the background.
Universe.
Except I like the light colors for backgrounds. Okay. Like on the picture that I sent.
Like the pastels.
We should go change into our pajamas.
I love pastels.
Yeah, probably. Hang on one second though.
She's so intense.
Actually, I guess my shirt's pretty light.
Yeah. I'll fix it. I'll figure it out.
Well, I just feel like her hair isn't.
That's a bad example.
Right. I like having lots of pastels with her.
Yeah. She's so colorful that you just gotta pastel it up.
We did terrible examples. Okay, so what I'm thinking of is like a boardwalk kind of thing, like along the waterfront. You've got your pizza joints, you've got your video arcade where you can go on ice cream. You've got like probably like a Coney Island kind of a Ferris wheel, a couple of rides kind of a thing. Like just kind of hang out down there. So there's like somebody who does caricature drawing and freaking face painting for kids and all that. But like
it is near the water. I will mention one thing. There's only one time that I'm ever like okay with like lots of water, and it's when I'm happy. No. Just like when I'm happy in general.
Also,
when we were skipping school, I was really anxious and stuff, and I was upset. So if I had been touched by water, I would have like freaked out. But like,
it's not like a fear though, right?
No.
The way you're describing it, it's kind of like
it's more like a pain.
I like how you lunge for the screen.
Not like a physical pain, but like it reminds me of the emotion I'm feeling.
Yeah. So yeah,
it covers up because my mask is kind of the fire. Ooh,
yeah.
This is getting deep and scary. I have to step out before I go too far.
So is that kind of a good? And then you guys at some point in time decide that there's food and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. What time is it? Late. How about we take a break?
Okay.
Acquire stuff.
Drinks and snacks.
Drinks, snacks, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to pause this. Can I pause this? I'm going to
What
I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the audio recording and I'm going to actually just stop the video recording and I'll do it as 2 different videos and it'll get uploaded as part 1 and part 2. So we'll pause here. Pause. And we'll go over to the OBS and we'll stop and we'll be back.
Okay, great.
Oh my gosh.